Right. All right. Cool. Welcome. 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 Please, if you can hear me, let me know. And you are free to put your questions in the comment section about investing in the stock market. And I'll do my best to address them for you as quickly as I can. You can put your questions in the comment section and then we'll start addressing them. Please, if you can hear me, just give a thumbs up. Let me know. Right, you're welcome, everyone. Please, if you, all right, cool. Thank you, Che Mensan. Yeah, I wanted to just, avoid the distraction of new people always joining and preventing us from addressing some of the questions that people have when they are investing. So, please, you are free to ask the questions, and then I would, I'll quickly address them. But then before then, I just wanted to make let's share with as many people as you can, and then we can get started. So if you can see my screen. I think a lot of us were a bit worried about about how the note on which the YTD started, but then I think by now we were realizing that is picking up gradually. Most of us were worried about the YTD, which is, we've explained YTD over and over again that it means year till date. And so when we say YTD, what we are talking about is that if you had started investing from the beginning of the year, so if you had started investing from the beginning of the year, then means that you would have gotten zero point 0.4, right? 0.4%. So from January till now. So we are just today is 16th. So it means that if you started from the beginning, you kept some money in from the beginning of the month. I hope you are getting it. To this point, this is how much you would have made at the end of the day. So that's the meaning of the YTD. People have always asked me the meaning of the YTD. Please let me know if you are completely new. Please let know in the comment section. Just type new in the comment section so that if I need to take it over again, I'll do. So we expect that the YTD. Welcome to the investment nest, though. We expect that the YTD. You see, the YTD now is 0.4. As we go along, the expectation that the YTD will keep increasing. Okay, Bob Eternal, you are new. So okay, right. Let's reach a lot of people, and then I would explain to you how the whole investment concept work. And those of you who are already following, those who have subscribed, we are running a series where we are literally guiding you on investing. So I hope you are following. But you can ask all the questions. But I want to talk about investing. I don't want this year to pass you by without getting the gist of the whole investment thing, right? So literally, we've been shouting this over and over again. There are three main forms of investment that I like to group them. Those of you who have joined me before, you know I've explained this over again. There are three main forms of investment. Please, you are free to put your questions in the comment section. I will address them. Now, I usually say that I call the first option of investment, I call it a flexible investment. Or let me start with the other one. I call the first one a fixed investment. Now, when I say fixed investment, what I usually refer to is that there are some kind of investment that that okay, this one day I'll get 10% return, that one day I'll get 20% return, right? I call the ones that you know that you are going to get 10% or 20% or 15%, I call those one fixed investment. So as an investor, like I've always been saying, you should have some fixed investment. You should have some fixed investment. And what are those fixed investment? Fixed investment, we are talking about treasury bills, you are talking about fixed deposits. So anytime you buy a treasury bills, you are falling in that category of what? Fixed investment, where you know that I'm going to get 10%, and then you know that this is going to mature after 91 days. So I hope you are getting it right. And then the second form of investment is what we call flexible investment. Those of you who have followed me for a while, you know that we call it flexible investment. And when I say flexible investment, I'm talking about that kind of investment where you literally don't know when when it will mature, or it can mature anytime. And then you can also literally start anytime. You can also leave anytime. So that's what I call flexible investment. And for that, a typical example is a mutual fund. So if you see my screen right now, you see I see liquidity. And that liquidity is what? It's a mutual fund. Please, if you are following, let's give a thumbs up. Let's share, double tap, like, so that we can reach a lot of people. And prompt those, I think I shared on the page, but quite a lot of people are still not well aware of it. You can put your questions in the comments. You can put your questions in the comments, and I'll do what to address them. Now, now, the last form of investment, which I always talk to my followers, is what I call equity. So you remember Bob Eternal, I hope you are following. So there are three categories that I will mention. Yes. So you should have some fixed deposit investment or fixed investment. You should have some flexible investment, and you should have some equity. So let's say you have 1,000 cedis to invest. You should split that 1,000 into these three categories. I hope that's making sense for all of us. You should split it into these three categories. So you should have some going into fixed, which is either treasury bills or some fixed deposit from some bank or some fixed thing elsewhere. Then you should have another form of investment which is flexible, like try some mutual fund, put some money in some mutual fund, put some money in the money market where you can take it out and put it back anytime. And the last one is equity. Equity means you are buying shares in a company. I hope you are getting that. So if you look at my screen, what you are seeing right now, this is liquidity. It's one of the mutual funds, which is the flexible investment, right? Because I'm using IC Wealth, I'm talking about the flexible investment, which is IC liquidity. But when it comes to the second to last, which is the trade life, this one is the equity. The one I'm now showing you is the equity. And when we are talking about equity, we are talking about buying shares. That is, you also need to have some investment like that. You need to have some equity investment. This is where the problem comes to most of us. When we come to equity, this is where most of us are in trouble. Most of us don't know where to buy it, how to go about it, which of them to buy. I hope you are following. Now, when we say equity, you are owning shares in a company. If you are following me, you can always give me a thumbs up, let me know. Now, when we say equity, we say that you are buying shares. And when you are buying shares, I like to explain it to you this way. See, when you want to buy shares, you don't, people think that you go to the bank to go and buy shares. Most of us think that you go to the bank to go and buy shares. No, literally, you don't go to the bank to buy shares. No, you don't go to the bank. You go to an institution which is called a stockbroker. A stockbroker is the one that helps you buy shares. So you see that if you want to send money, you do it through the bank. If you want to do Momo, you need a Momo SIM or something like that, right? The same way, if you want to buy shares, what you need to do is what? You need a stockbroker. A stockbroker is the person, is the institution. So there should not be somebody hiding in some corner and telling you that I can help you with it. No, the stockbroker is the institution, just like the bank. You see, the bank is licensed to take your deposit. I get it. But the stockbroker is the one that is licensed to help you buy shares on the stock market. I hope you are getting it. So the stockbroker, that guy has the license to help you buy shares. So when you want to invest, you have to look for a broker, a licensed broker. The institution must be licensed. I'm being careful not to mention a person's name so that nobody is frauding anyone. So you look for a licensed broker. And in Ghana, before I even go there, I want to explain that. So every stock market, every stock market. So in Ghana, there's a stock market. In Nigeria, there's a stock market. In Johannesburg, there's a stock market. Are you getting it? In New York, like several places, there are stock markets. So every stock market has its own broker. I'll explain that to you. So in Ghana, there are stock brokers that can help you buy shares on the Ghana Stock Exchange. I hope you are getting it right. In Ghana, there are brokers in Ghana. So if you want to buy companies in Ghana, you look for the brokers that are in Ghana to help you with it. So all the companies you are seeing on my screen, all the ones you are seeing on my screen, they are some of the companies you can buy shares in Ghana. So you need a broker. You can't go, though the app is publicly available, you can't just go and make the purchase. You need a broker. I hope that's making sense to all those on the call. See, right, Jay, thank you. Yeah, thank you. So you need a broker to be able to buy the shares. And so you find a broker, and then like people ask me, so which broker do you use? I've used a number of them, but I can speak to the one that we have popularly used, right? Most of us have played with. And so I usually mention, IC Wealth and what? Blackstar. There's a lot of them out there. But why do we keep mentioning these brokers? Now, nobody wants to walk and go to some office somewhere to buy shares. So we are looking for easy ways to doing it right. We are looking for shortcuts to buying shares. That's why the easy way out for most of us now is what? IC Wealth or the Blackstar, because they have a mobile app. I'll explain that again. So instead of you going to the office of the broker, these brokers I'm mentioning, they have a mobile app, so you don't have to walk there. You just need to what? Download the app, and then you can use it from there. That's why we have what? They want to have the mobile app. So so essentially, to start off, you start by downloading the app. So instead of you going to the office, you download the app. So remember, these days, if you want to create a bank account, you don't necessarily have to go to the bank, right? You can download the app of the bank and create the bank account, right? The same procedure. So if you want to buy shares, you don't have to walk to the stock broker's place necessarily. You can just what? Download the app. And the app here is what? Either IC Wealth. Some of you might be asking, how do we? So that is the logo of IC Wealth. I hope you are seeing it. So you see the two of them there. Please, if you can see it, let me know in the comment section. So you see IC Wealth and Blackstar. Those are the two that I use because they are the ones that have become popular. It does not mean that that's the only one you have. These are the ones that have become popular. Are you getting it? Exactly. So you start from downloading these apps. Any of them, there's a number of them, but one of them can help you. Any of them can help you. So the one you're comfortable with, I have used the two. I have used even more than that. And so you can start off from this one. Are you getting the whole thing? So now if you download the app, which is IC Wealth, I've shown you the app, the way it looks like. Please share the stream with your friends who are interested in learning how to invest, and then they can join us and ask all the questions they want to ask. Now, once you download the app, the first thing the broker will do for you is the broker will create an account for you. When you download the app, the first thing the broker will do for you is that the broker will create an account for you. That's something the broker will do for you first. And once they create an account for you, you now own an account with the broker. So in case if you are downloading IC Wealth, you create an IC Wealth account. I hope you get it right. Now, once you create the IC Wealth account, the broker needs to create an account with the stock market for you. And there's something we call CSD, Central Security Depository. There's something we call CSD. It's called Central Security Depository, which is an account that you need to be able to buy shares. Just like you need a bank account so that you can put money into it, you can use it to send money. You need some number called CSD, Central Security Depository. So there are two ways you can own stock. One is by using what? A CSD account, and the other one is what you call the custodial account or custodial account. Custodial account means that what? You don't really own the CSD. Somebody is owning the CSD. So somebody is buying the stock for you somebody is doing it on your behalf. Are you getting it? So we have custodial account and a CSD. Depending on the broker you are using, they all use their processes. Blackstar uses custodial account. IC Wealth uses a CSD account. I hope you are getting it. I'll repeat that again. Blackstar uses custodial account. IC uses what? CSD account. Now the CSD requires that they will take your information and they go through a lot of process. So it's a bit longer, but it means that you own the number. I'll take that again. So the question most people ask is that how do you get the CSD, right? If you are using IC Wealth, they go with the CSD approach. So when you download the app, there's a section where you request for the CSD. Please put your questions in the comment section. You are welcome to the Investment Nest, where we talk about investing in the stock market. You are free to ask any question in the comment section, and I'll do my best to address your question. I said IC uses CSD, Blackstar uses what? Custodial account. Custodial account processes are faster. That is why when you create an account on a Blackstar, it's quicker. But when you go through the route of CSD, which is the IC Wealth one, it takes some weeks, some even months before your account is ready. But then that one, they give you a CSD account that you can always work with. I hope I've made this clearer to you now. So when you download IC, it means that you are going the CSD route. When you download Blackstar, you are going the custodial route. So I hope, and this are specific to the Ghana Stock Exchange. I hope you are getting it. Please, if you are getting it, just give me a thumbs up. Just click the love icon. Let's know that you are following us. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Please share the stream. Let's reach a lot of people. Let's reach a lot of people. Now, so that is it, right? Now, so I have used both processes. I have used custodial. I've also used CSD. So I'm pretty much aware of how both processes go. I mean, Jade is in the comment. Jade has also tried both of them. Most of you have tried both of them. So I hope there's clarity, especially those of you who are new. Now that if your CSD or your account is set up, your next action is now to buy shares. Once your account is set up, your next action is to buy shares. If you have my screen, when your account is set up, it will look something this way. Your account will look like this. Okay. So now what do? There are a list of companies that they are selling their shares in. So you now decide which of the shares do I want to buy. Please, I hope you are getting it. Give me a thumbs up if you are getting it so far. So you look at the screen here. The price of the stock is against each stock. The price of the stock is against each stock. So right now, today, so I'm taking my time to explain. Share the stream. Let a lot of people get to know, okay? Let a lot of people get to know. Now, point I want to let you know here is that the price of the stock is not fixed. The price of the stock changes. Today it can change. Tomorrow it can also change. So you cannot say that, oh, okay, I know the price today, so I'm done. No, that's not how it is. You know the price today does not mean that is the end. Tomorrow it can change. A lot of factors affect the change in the price of a stock, but fundamentally it's based on demand and supply. I'll come back to explain that to you shortly. But the price of the stock is affected by demand and supply. I'm doing this for the very new people so that you can really understand. So put your questions in the comment section so that we can address your questions specifically for you. I don't want you to start 2026 and still not being owning any shares, but you belong to the group or in our circles. That's why we are doing this. So ask your questions in the comment section whilst I go along. So we have a lot of companies. You can now, they don't say that you can only buy MTN or say that you can only buy one. No, you can buy a lot more. Please, I hope you are getting it. Nobody says that, oh, you're only entitled to buying one. No, it doesn't work that way. You can buy as many as you want, and you can also buy in a lot of other companies. So if you look at the screen, there are a lot of companies there. So I can choose that I'll buy MTN, I'll buy GCB, I'll buy Atlantic Lithium. So you can choose as many as you want to buy. And in each particular stock, there's a price for one. It's not, most of new investors think that all you need is like you have invested in MTN and that's all. Most investors, new investors think that, oh, okay, when you buy the stock once, you are done. No, there's a volume of ownership. So if you buy one of the stocks, it means that right now you pay for cedis 20 pesos. If you look at my screen, if you buy one, that's how much you pay, right? Yes. But you see, the goal, if a company is good, the goal is for you to own a lot of shares in that company, not to own only one. Excuse me. When you choose a particular company and you think that that company is good and is doing well, the goal is to own a lot of that stock. You see, it's a count. You own one, you own two, you own three. So the goal is to own a lot of stock. The goal is not just to own one and walk away. If you own only one stock, the benefit is small. The person that owns more stock stands to get a lot of benefit. Please, if you're understanding that, let me know in the comment section. Just say okay in the comment section. You see, if you are going to own a particular stock, then you may as well own a lot, as much as you can, because the more you own, the benefit you gain. Stancia, thank you. So the more you own, the benefit you gain. So you don't just go and buy one stock and say that, oh, I'm done. Yeah. I own the stock in MTN. No, you only own one. And so if the benefits come, you only get the result of one. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Bobby Turner. So that's how it is. So your aim is to own more. Now, there's no limit on the number of companies you can also own. You can own 10, you can own 20. But you see, each company comes with its risk. I hope you are getting it. So if you are investing in Bank, it comes with its risk. If you are investing in MTN, it comes with its risk. It's based on how that company is performing. So if you buy every company, you may be making money in one company, but the risk in the other one will be slowing you down. So you have to be very careful and strategic in the ones you are choosing. You don't go and just choose everything on the stock exchange. You will slow down your growth. I hope that makes sense, Bobby Turner. I hope at least that makes throw some light for you. So people think that, okay, then let me just buy all the stocks. No, if you go buying all the stocks, you would slow down your growth. You have a lot of company. You have spread yourself so thin. That's what we say. You have spread yourself so thin that you may not be able to reap the full benefit of the stock market. So select and choose. In fact, I would say that as a beginner, don't have so many stocks, because if you choose so many, you may not understand which of them is performing and which is not performing. So just go head on and choose the ones you want. So that's the advice we'll give. Now, then again, the second thing to consider here again is that if you choose the stock, you should know that that company is performing well or is going to perform well. You don't just buy, not every company is a good company. That's what I want to say. Not every company is what a good company. You don't just say, okay, this one is also on the stock, so let me buy. This one is also on the stock, so let me buy. No, that's not how it goes. That's not how it works. You need to choose company that you believe will do well. The companies that you believe they are going to do well. Thank you. So now that, let's say you've decided to buy one, let's me use MTN as an example here. So you see my screen, I see MTN, right? So I'm going to click MTN. That's the one I want to buy. But before then, you're going to buy the stock with money. So you need to put money into your system. So you see there is an invest action at the top here. If you look at the top there, yeah, there's an invest. So I'll click on the invest, this one. That means that I want to put money into my IC Wolf. Remember, in this case, I'm using IC Wolf. But I mentioned that you can also use what? Blackstar. So that will also come with its process. So this case, I want to put money into what? IC Wolf. So I'll click invest. And when I click invest, you see there are a lot of options here. But be sure that you select Trade Live Portfolio, because that is where the shares are. So if you want to buy shares, you select Trade Live Portfolio, because that's where then you get to buy shares. I hope you are getting it. You don't go and select anything else. You select Trade Live. There are other things there, but select Trade Live. Then you select how you want to put the money into it. You can say mobile money. Then you put in what the amount you want to load. And the question is, how are you going to decide on the amount? Before then, let's come back again. Then I'll show you something before we go back there. You look at the MTN, okay? And then you look at how much you have, right? So let's say I have 200 cedis. Now, if I look at this, there's 4 CD 20 pesos. Then the question is, if I have 200 cedis, at least how many shares can I own? Are you getting it? So that's literally approximately 200 divided by 4 cedis 20 pesos. That's approximately something you are going to get. So 200 divided by 4 CD 20 pesos. So approximately it's around 47, 46 stocks that you own. I hope you are getting it. But of course, there will be charges. We'll come back to that. But roughly, that's the meaning. So if you are going to load the money, you load it having in mind that this is the number of shares I can purchase. This is the number of shares I can purchase. So I'll select that and I'll enter the amount that I have in my Momo, obviously. Then I'll choose the money, the wallet I want to use. Then I'll submit. Then I'll get a prompt and I'll authorize it. Then I have loaded money into my wallet. Once that is done, it means that I've now put money into my wallet, ready to make the purchase that I need to purchase. I hope this explained a bit of it to most of us now. I hope this explanation, at least those of us who are new, those who are extremely new, I hope this explains to most of us. All right. So now that you have loaded the money into your system, you now go. I loaded the money so that I can buy MTN. So I'll click on the MTN. Remember, I'll click on the MTN that I'm going to buy MTN. So when I click on it, this is what I see. This will mean that I want to buy MTN. You would have done your research and you are convinced that you want to buy MTN shares. This is what you do. Okay. So you have buy and sell. You can see those two buttons. Now, the stock market is a trade system. It's a bidding system where you buy something and you sell it. You buy it when you want it. You sell it when you want out. Buy when you want in, sell when you want out. I hope that's making sense to all of us. Right. I hope we are getting it. Now, so what will I do? I'll click buy in this case because I want to buy. But before then, let me show you something that most of us, the new people, will need to pay attention to. Now, the stock market is demand and supply. You don't, the owners of the companies do not make the shares every day. There's a fixed number of shares in the system. There's a fixed number of shares in the system. So you buy, we change ownership. This person buys and sell it to the other one. This person buys and sell it to the other one. So there's a buying and selling. So when you are going to buy, there should be some available for the people at the other side to sell to you. So what do I mean? If I want to buy and Stancia has some, Stancia should be willing to sell before I can benefit. I hope you are getting it. If Stancia is not willing to sell her own, or Jade is not willing to sell her own, no one is willing to sell their own, then you, Bobby Turner, you cannot get your own to buy. I hope you are getting it. So somebody should be willing to sell in order for you to be able to get it. If nobody is willing to sell their shares, then you cannot get it. I hope you get that part. So yes, I'm coming to buy. But look at the top here. If you look at the top section here, you will see there's a section here that where you have buy volume, sell volume. Are you getting it? So the sell volume means that the people want to sell it, the number of people or the number of shares that people are selling. So pay attention. In this case, is 326,876. That's the number that people want to sell. So it means that if you want to buy, you may get it because people want to sell it, right? Now, I want to also pay attention to the sell. If you look at the sell, the small sell there, that is the price they want to sell it at. The person bought the thing. Now he or she wants to sell it at a particular price. They want to sell it at 4 cedis what? 25 pesos. Please, are you getting it? I hope we are getting. Please share so that we can reach a lot of people. A lot of people want to understand how to buy shares, but they are struggling. Every day I get a lot of people reach out to me. I wish we can get all those people to listen in as well. Now you look at buy volume. Buy volume means that what? You see, it's 202, which means that only 202 people at this moment want to buy MTN. But look at the price at which they want to buy it. Look at the buy. They want to buy it at 4 cedis 20 pesos. Are you getting it? They are selling it at 4 cedis 20, but they want to buy it at 4 cedis 20 pesos. So it's bidding. So if somebody wants to sell at this price, there's tomatoes in the market. The farmers want to sell it here. But we, those who are going to grind the pepper, want to buy it at this price. We need to agree how much we are going to exchange it for. So when we agree at how much we are going to exchange it for, then the business can happen. If there's no agreement between the buyer and the seller at a particular price point, the sale cannot happen. I hope you are getting it right. Yeah, so people want to buy it at 4 cedis 20 pesos, but the sellers want to sell it at 4 cedis 25 pesos. So people want to buy it less 5 pesos. So if the buyer and the seller agrees, then there will be a trade. I hope that makes a lot of sense to us. Yeah, so that's what happened. So you are going to click buy. So you look at it, you look at the whole system. There are people selling it. So I can place an order to buy. So I click buy, then I go ahead and what? And also put in the number I want to buy. Remember the amount you put in? You put in an amount and you wanted to buy some number. So I'm going to put in that number. If it's that number I want to buy, I'm going to put it inside here. Then I can go to preview and I place the order. I hope that's making sense. So that's how you buy it. Then you place the order. But when you place the order, it does not mean that you instantly get it to buy. Remember the process we just described, right? I said that somebody is selling it, somebody wants to buy. They need to agree at a price point. So if the buyer and the seller are not in agreement, the business cannot happen. So the fact that you place an order does not mean that you are going to get it. The person who is willing to sell it should be willing to sell it at the price at which you want to buy it, then you are able to get it. Thank you, Frida. I hope you are getting. So that's how you will now place the order. I want to buy 100. I want to buy 100 MTN shares. And then look at the price. One is what? 4 cedis 20 pesos. So if you want to buy 100, it's going to be what? 4 cedis 20 pesos times 100. So that will be what? 420 cedis, right? So it means that you should have at least 420 cedis in your account to be able to go on with this trade. I hope you are getting it. Please, if you are going to give us a thumbs up, share the stream with a lot of people so we can get people to join. Now, I've explained the buying process for you. The point where it is crucial is that most people don't see the importance of investing in the stock market because they don't understand how it benefits them. And if you don't see the importance of something, doing it is you don't find a joy in doing it. But let's explain to you how you benefit from the stock market, those who are new especially. You make money in the stock market in two ways. Let me go back to the graph so you can see it. You make money in the stock market in two ways. I'm explaining how you get money from the stock market. So please pay some attention to this one. Now, let me explain. If you buy shares in a particular company, the reason why I'm so passionate about this is simple. You don't go anywhere. You don't do any work. You give the money to experts to do the work and then you benefit. Now, look at this. At some point, if you look at my screen, I'm going to put in some things for you to see. In June 2025, if you look at my screen, in June 2025, MTN was selling as 2 cedis 99 pesos. In June 2025, MTN was selling as 2 cedis 99 pesos. But today, MTN is 4 cedis 20 pesos. 4 cedis 20 pesos. Are you getting the whole thing? So if you buy at a price point and the company grows, then your money grows. I'll give you a typical example that you can very much relate to. Let me give you that scenario. Now, when MTN came in the year 2018, 2018 was when they started selling it, right? 2018 was when they started selling MTN to everybody. Okay, right. Now, if you are new here, please do us a favor, go ahead and subscribe to the account as well. Thank you for joining us, but please go ahead and subscribe. We need you as well. Now, in the year 2018, MTN was selling at 75 pesos for one share. Please, if you have any question, put it in the comment section. I will address your questions for you. In the year 2018, MTN shares was selling at 75 pesos. So if you buy 10,000 shares, if you buy 10,000 shares of MTN in 2018, you will pay 7,500. Are you getting it? Now, fast forward to today, MTN is now at 4 cedis 20 pesos. So if you are still holding on to those 10,000 shares, how much will it be worth now? You'll be worth 42,000. If you understand, let us know in the comment section. In the year, I take that again. I'm explaining to you how you benefit from the stock market. How do you benefit when you buy shares? That's what I'm explaining to you. Please subscribe if you are new here so that you can always know when we come live. Now, MTN in 2018 was selling the shares at what? 75 pesos. So if you bought 10,000, based on what we explained so far, 10,000, it means that it will be 10,000 times what? The 75 pesos. Are you getting it? So that will be what? 7,500. So it means that you own 10,000 shares in MTN. That will be the meaning. Are you getting the whole thing? So you own the 10,000 shares and then you hold on to it. Today, MTN shares is going out for 4 cedis 20 pesos. It means that your 10,000 shares would now be equivalent to 10,000 times what? 4 cedis 20 pesos. That will give you what? 42,000. So you invested 7,500 in 2018, and today, as we speak, you have what? 42,000. I bought 1,000 shares in 2018. We'll ask the question, You can always ask your question. Please ask the question in the comment section. I will address it at the right time, but ask it before you forget. Put your questions in the comment section before you forget them. I will address them at the right time. When MTN came, I bought MTN shares in 2018. I bought MTN shares 2018. I bought only 1,000 of them, so I paid 750 cedis. Are you following? Please, if you are following, put OK in the comment section. In 2018, I bought 1,000 of it, but then I didn't have a lot of money. I bought 1,000 of the shares and I paid 750 cedis. Today, when I check my shares, it's around, I think, 4,200 now. So 750 cedis, I've added more, but let me just give you an example of that one. All right. So I added more, but let's just focus on the 1,000. So now that 1,000 is on 4,200. 750 cedis is now 4,200. Are you getting the whole dynamics? That's how it plays out. That's one way you benefit from the stock market. Now, Bob, is there an expiry date after you buy shares? No. So long as the company is still alive, it doesn't expire. In fact, I bought Fan Milk shares in the year 2008. I still have it. Yeah, so that's how it is. I bought Fan Milk shares in the year 2008. I still have the shares today. And when they pay dividend, I get my dividend. My father bought some shares in some bank, some old bank, 1995 thereabout. It's still there. It's still there. We still benefit. Meanwhile, my father is dead and gone. So that's why I'm passionate about it. So ask your questions in the 2008. Yes. Love Nelson. Yes, I bought. Yeah. I bought Fan Milk 2008. I even bought Carl 2012. Yes, I bought Carl Bank shares in 2012. Yeah, I still have them. I don't buy shares so that I sell them. I buy them so that I can keep them and transfer them on. So that I have a different strategies. Now I will explain the dividend. Thank you, Bob Eternal. So I explained one way you make money. The second way you make money is what Bob just put in. It's called dividend. Dividend. Now, before dividend, those of you who are now joining us, please share the stream. Let's reach a lot of people. Now, you see, you don't need a lot of money to buy shares. Look at the price of the shares on the screen. Just look at the prices. MTN is 4 cedis, which means if you have 4 cedis, 20%, you can buy one. And nobody says that you should buy a month. You can be buying shares every day. So you can even be buying 111 every day and be increasing it. Please, I hope you are getting it. So do not tell me that you don't have money. I hope you are getting it. Yes, now so you can't say that I don't have money. Look at my screen. Some of the companies are even 14 pesos. Some are even 6 pesos. Some are even, so you need to find out the one you want to buy. But the point is that the entering into the stock market is the cheapest you can do. Very cheap. Right, let's go to Bob's Eternal's question. So I bought 1,000 shares and I bought 750. Today is worth 4,200 cedis. That is what we call capital gain. That is capital gain. That is the number one way you make money in the stock market. The second way you make money in the stock market is what we call dividend. Dividend. Now, if you give, as I gave MTN that 750 cedis, okay, MTN is using the money to do business. So when they make profit, sometimes they decide that they are going to pay you some of the profit. Are you getting it? Bob, I hope you are there. Frida, I hope you are all there. So they decide that they are going to pay some of the profit. Are you getting it? And the profit that they pay you is what we call dividend. Now, when they pay you the profit, they don't take away your stocks. So if I own 1,000 MTN shares and MTN says that they are going to pay dividend 1 pesos, it means that I've qualified for 1 pesos times 1,000 shares. So the more shares you own, the more dividend you get. I hope that's making sense to all of us. Yes. Yes. The more shares you own, the more dividend you get. Please, are you getting the whole thing? So you don't buy one shares and say I'm done. You need to increase it so that when the dividend comes, you can get more. And the good thing here is that MTN pays dividend twice a year. Are you getting the whole thing? MTN pays dividend 2 times a year. Some companies pay 3 times. So you can find out and then you know how you invest. Faustina is saying, I've requested for my CSDID for more than 2 months now. I've not received it. Please follow up on them. Please follow up on them again, Faustina. Please follow up on them. Follow up on them again. Don't end it there. Follow up on them. Follow up on them. Yeah. Now MTN, so every moment the dividend is different. Bob, good question. Every time the dividend is different. So based on, so remember I said that they pay dividend when they make profit, right? So the more profit MTN makes, the bigger the dividend is. If they make more profit, then your dividend becomes bigger. I hope you are getting it. Sometimes they will pay one share, maybe 8 pesos, another time 6 pesos, another time 4 pesos. It depends on the dividend they make. It depends on the dividend they make. This year, Ghana Commercial Bank paid a dividend of, I think, is it 1 cedis per share? Jade, you can confirm for me. Yes. Ghana Commercial Bank paid a dividend of 1 cedi per share. Are you getting it? So if you have 1 million shares in Ghana Commercial Bank, what you cash out 1 million Ghana cedis. So every company with the amount of dividend they paid, and even the companies that pay dividend, it's not a fixed amount of dividend. It depends on how much profit they make. If they make more profit, then you get what? More dividend. Yes, yes. Thank you, Jade. 1 Ghana cedis per share. That's what GCB paid. So imagine you have 10,000 shares in Ghana Commercial Bank. It means your dividend 10,000 cedis. Shishishi, you take, but your shares are still there. Oh. Are you getting my point? Yeah. So your shares are there, and you get paid the dividend. Now, let me. How I wish a lot of people can explore the stock market. How I wish you can. Fred Day, thank you, Fred. Thank you so much. I hope we are all getting the gist. Please put your question in the comment section. Trust me, if it was elsewhere, they would have charged you money to teach you the same thing. But if there's no, let me know. Let me know what your questions are, and I will address them as we go along. Now, I want you to also be careful on the companies you choose. If you are new and you are not experienced in choosing companies, focus on the popular good companies, the companies that are popular and they are good. Okay, so that you don't worry yourself too much. Yeah. Right. Bob Itena is asking a good question. How would you know that each company is going to pay dividend? Your company will announce that we are coming to pay dividend. They will announce. I hope you are getting it. Once you buy shares in MTN, we know that MTN will pay dividend sometimes in April again. So once the time is getting closer, they will announce again. MTN will announce that we are paying dividend so and so dates. Bob, I hope I've answered your question, and the rest, I hope we are all getting the question. So when a company is going to pay dividend, they will announce it. They will announce it. They will announce it. Yeah. Right. They will announce it. Yeah. They will announce it. All right. Cool. So please, if you haven't subscribed, please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. We will be doing this very often now so that we can engage the community rather than external folks like we do on TikTok. So subscribe so that you can always get to know when we are live. Right, bro, would they send an email or text message? MTN actually sends text message. MTN sends text message. They send text message. And sometimes to be in the news, you will know, to be in the news, right? It will be in the news. They will send text messages as well. Yeah. Right. Abigail, the CSD number given when buying treasury bill, is it the same as? Yes. So the same CSD number, you see, the institution that is regulating your buying treasury bills is the same institution that is regulating buying shares as well. So if you have that CSD number when you bought treasury bills, give it to your broker. Give that CSD number to your broker so that your broker will use it to create account for you quickly instead of going to create another one for you. Are you getting it? I hope you are getting it. Abi, I hope I've answered your question. Yeah. Now, what companies pay dividends? Let me give you the full information. Okay, let me give you the full information. Please share the stream, subscribe. Now, I won't bother to go and just teach you one way thing. Okay, I would show you how you can find companies that pay dividend. Okay, there's a website, you can always Google it, but there's a website called stockanalysis.com. I hope you are watching my screen. Stockanalysis.com. You go to your browser. I hope you can see my screen. Go to your browser. It's called Stock Analysis. They have an app. You can download it if you are interested. Especially Bob, it looks like you're interested, so you can download it. It's called stockanalysis.com. Okay, you go there, then you go to a place called Stock Screener. There's a section called Stock Screener. Okay, so you go to Stock Screener. You see that the companies are here. See that I select Ghana. You see the flag is here. Make sure you select Ghana. Make sure you select Ghana. Okay. Then you choose the company. If you want to know if the company is going to pay a dividend, click on the company. Click on that particular company. This is MTN. I've just selected MTN. Now scroll to the section called dividend. I'll scroll to the section for dividend. You can see me. I'm now on the dividend tab. Okay. You see it. Right. Then you can see the information is here. So you see, so Bob, you can check if that company has paid dividend before or not. You can check it. Now, but let me highlight, if the company makes profit, they'll pay dividend. So if they don't, they mean that year they may not pay dividend, but they will let you know. They will let you know. Now, Frida is asking, can I mention the companies they are good companies? Now, uh, it's a bit dicey. So it depends on, you see, everybody then with how long they want to invest and how much they want to invest. So how long, how much will influence the the company you should invest in. But I would say that if you're a beginner, start with a stable company. If you want, on top of my head, the simplest stable company is MTN as far as Ghana is concerned. If you are a beginner, start from a simple one. Yeah, and now you're welcome. I'll try and figure out how we can co-host so that you can speak. It's a long process. It's a bit technical. I'll do that, and then when we have a lot of money, we can pay for service to do that. So very soon, very soon. I know Stans. Yeah, I'll figure that out. Then we can do that together. So, Frida, it's easier if you are new, completely new. Play with MTN. Okay, first, just play with MTN. Put some 100 Ghana, 200 Ghana, and see how it's going. Then you'll be reading, you'll be learning. Then you'll be learning, and then when you improve, you can do a lot more. Are you getting it? There's a skill to selecting companies. There's a skill you use to select companies. But if you are new, zero, please just choose the good companies. And when I say good companies, let me give you a gist of what a good company is. Please, I hope you are paying attention. I'll repeat that again. Now, when you say a good company, simple. Look for a company that you think that you use every day. You yourself, you use them every day. Okay, and you think that in 20 years time they will still be there. So if I mention a company, you tell me if you think that they are good and they'll be there in 20 years time. For instance, will MTN be there in 20 years time? You answer yourself. Would GCB be there in 20 years time? You answer yourself. Will Anglo Gold Ashanti be there? Would Benso Oil Palm Plantation be there? You answer yourself. That's how you select a good company easily. The company that will be there and will be relevant is a good company. Yeah, so that's how you choose it. Please, how will you know that a certain company share price fluctuates in a week? Oh, so you see where I am. Please, can you see where I am? Stock analysis, or in your IC Wolf, you see how the price is going. Can you see it? So I can go to, this is a 1 year graph. I can go to 5 days. Okay, 5 days. I can go to 1 month. Let me go to 1 month. I don't think they have enough data for all of them. So please, you will know by looking at the graph. Let me refresh again so that you can see it. Look at the graph. You see how the price is going. It's easy to understand. Don't think too much. You look at the graph, or let me go to the other app even. Let me go to the app again. You look at the graph in your IC Wolf. You see that yeah, you know. So look at this. The graph you are seeing, the graph you are seeing on my screen is not for decoration. Okay, this graph is telling you how the price is changing. Please, I hope please, if you understand this, I need you to understand. Let me know in the comment section. See the graph you are seeing. This is how the price of the company is changing. Are you with me? Yeah, so it's not for decoration. It is telling you that this is how the price has been going up and down over the days, over the year. So you can see how the price is changing. You can see how the price is changing. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, Nana. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad you are here too. But your name here is very weird though. Yeah, Nana. All right. Please put your question in the comment section and I'll address them. The aim is to answer. I want to do some of this on YouTube so that please, what are the investment apps you are using? A number of them. For Stina, I use a number of them. This is IC Wolf. I used to buy stock in the Ghana Stock Exchange. Please, I share a lot of things with you. Do me a favor, subscribe and share the stream so you can reach a lot of people. I don't mind sharing things with you. The app, this particular one is called IC Wealth. What do I use it for? I used to buy stocks in the Ghana stock market. You can also buy treasury bills on IC Wealth as well. Are you getting it? So IC Wealth helps you buy treasury bills and also to buy shares. Are you with me? Faustina, I hope you are getting it. I also have a lot of other ones, you see. I also have I have Blackstar too. Those of you who know Blackstar, I hope most of you also know them as well. I have Blackstar app as well. I use it for also to just look at the stock. So the app you are seeing right now is called the Blackstar app. So a number of apps I use actually. Some of them do well. Some of them do better. So mainly IC Wolf and Blackstar will be good for you the beginners. You the beginners, yes. But honestly, if you want to start, I think you those of you who are new, just start with IC Wealth. Though it's not fast, but it's easy to manage your way around. Okay, IC is easy, especially those of you who are new. Uh-huh. Start with IC Wealth. Okay, if you ask me, I hope that makes sense. Yes, exactly. Yes, yes. It's easy to understand. Look at this. It's simple. It's simple. Just four things. You just need to learn four things, and you are good to go. Please, if you have joined me today, don't go and sleep and not do any action. I came here so we can help you. Jade is here, Stancia is here, just to help you. So please go and take some action. If it starts with MTN, just buy 100 CDs and put it there and watch it at least for 1 year and you see how it's going. But remember, this new government has made the system a bit good. So take advantage. Don't wait for the system to get worse again and start complaining. Please, if you haven't subscribed, do us a favor. Hit the subscribe button. Please subscribe and so that we can grow this. Subscribe so that we can grow this as well. Any questions, put it in the comment section. I'll quickly. Any questions, please? Okay. For how would you buy? Okay, the treasury bills is here. Also in the IC Wealth. Also in the IC Wealth. So you click on, you see that you can see the treasury bill. So you click on it and then you buy. You just enter the amount and buy. So it's also straightforward here. That's how you buy treasury bills on IC Wealth. On IC. This 4 years is a good time to invest in the stock market. It's a good time. Bobby Tan, I hope I've addressed your treasury bill question. Please, I mean, is there any website that shows how next week or new week market prediction will be? No. Nobody can literally predict how the next year is going to be like or next week is going to be like. Nobody can do that. Okay. The reason is simple. Okay. The reason is simple. You see, a lot of things affect the stock market. A lot of things affect the stock market. Are you with me? See, if the company is doing well, it will affect the stock market. If more people want to buy the stock, it will affect the stock market. If the managers want to, it will affect the stock market. So a lot of things affect the stock market. But so you cannot tell how it's going to be like tomorrow. But what can guide you is the future of the company. Timothy, are you getting it? What can guide you is the future of the company. Look at MTN. And please, if you are investing in the stock market, you are investing for long term. When we say long term, we are talking about 5 years, 10 years, and co. So ask yourself, the company you are choosing, is it going to be bigger in 5 years' time? Is it going to be bigger in 5 years' time? Ask yourself that question. Please, are you getting it? If you look at MTN and the way they are working, the way things are going, the way people are using data, the way people are using mobile money, will MTN keep growing? If your answer is yes, then it means that that company has a potential. So you don't need to know what's going to happen next week. You only need to know what's going to happen in the future, 5, 10 years time. A day or a week is not enough to decide that this company is a good stock. You need to look at the bigger vision. You need to look at the bigger picture. Please, are you getting my point? I hope I've made some sense there. When there are no shares to buy on the market, but the demand is high, what does the company do? The company does nothing. Be me, the company does nothing, literally. The fact is this, the company itself does not decide after they list on the stock market when the company says that we are selling our shares at 10 cedis and it starts from 10 cedis, the company does not directly affect the price of the shares on the stock market. Please, I hope you are getting it. The company does not affect the price. They don't. The demand and supply is what affects it. The more people are demanding, the price will keep going higher. Be me, are you getting it? When more people are demanding, the price will just keep going higher. The market will control itself. The market will manage itself automatically. The company doesn't need to do anything. The only thing the company will do is when they publish their financial statement and their performance is good, that one self, more people will want to buy before the price will go up. So it's not the company that's doing it, it's the demand. There's a demand. Bob Eternal, equilibrium is always there. The stock market will always come to equilibrium. What we mean there is not to say that it will remain at that price. No. When we say equilibrium, we are not saying that it will remain at that price. We are saying that if the stock goes too high, more than its intrinsic value, it will gradually reset itself again. If it goes too low, it will find a way to reset itself once the company is doing well again. That's the equilibrium you want to talk about. That the market will always correct itself. It may take time to correct itself, but it will always correct itself. It will always correct itself. So good one there. Please follow and subscribe if you haven't done that. Subscribe, share the stream so we can reach a lot of people. Any more question, then we'll wrap up because it's a Friday. People have to go and chill and all that. People have to go and chill. Any question from anyone? Please put your questions in the comment section. Bobby Turner, thank you for the compliment. Really appreciate that. Just unfortunately, we have to support us so that we can reach far, so that we can get a lot of people to learn. There are a lot of people who want to learn. Trust me, every day there are questions in my DM. But when you start a live like this where everyone can join, so that you teach once and for all, because we are not able to share more, we don't reach a lot of people, and then you have to do again. Yeah, but we'll come again to address some of the issues that you may have when you go try and invest, when you go try and buy shares, and then when you come again, you have questions that I can gladly address for you. Hopefully this is recorded, so it will be part of the series, a live session tutorials that you can always refer to if you need to watch it again. But like Jade is in the comment, we have a WhatsApp group. If you need to join our WhatsApp group, just send me a message here personally, a DM, and then I'll do my best to respond. Faustina is asking, please, is there a way I can see the candlestick of the stock? Yes, I mean, you have to look for an app that helps with the candlestick. I don't do analysis with candlestick. I do analysis with the lines, but I'm sure there are apps that can help you that we can search for. Yeah, just search for candlestick analysis of the Ghana Stock Exchange. I'm sure you would get an app. I think there is. If I find, I'll let you know as well. If I find some, yeah, but there should be candlestick analysis for stock traders to also look at as well. Right. Subscribe, share the stream. Let's reach a lot of people. Please put your questions in the comment section, and then I will do my best to address your questions for you. Don't leave here with questions unaddressed, and then again you go and then you don't know what to do. No, please put your question in the comment section. We'll start analyzing stocks here. So make sure that you join us. We'll start analyzing companies that you can take a look at. All right. Thank you for joining us. We'll do this every now and then. I mean, of course, you definitely know when we are live. So subscribe so that when we come live, you get to know and join us as we analyze some of the main questions. I'll try also see how we can improve our so that you can join and maybe speak if you need to. Yeah. All right. Cool. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us today and asking all the questions. I hope we have been of help to you. Thank you, Jade. Thank you, Stancia. Thank you, Frida. Thank you, Bob, and everyone else Faustina, everyone that I've not been able to. I hope I've been able to answer your question. But feel free to always reach out if you need any support. Thank you, everyone. See you in the next one.